Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome in to episode 16 of Booth Talk. Connor Larson, Trevor Tanner. And we are here for the Super Bowl 60 recap as the Seattle Seahawks pull up a 29-13 victory over the New England Patriots. Last episode, we went out and we gave an hour-long breakdown of the game, who we thought would win and what each team needed to do. And now we're going to give you the recap of the game. And I thought it was an interesting game throughout the course. The first half was pretty slow. Second half started to pick up in that fourth quarter. The Patriots finally started scoring. We saw some offense on both sides, but we will dive deep into this game today. As always, make sure you follow us on Instagram at booth_talk_. That disappeared really fast. Sorry about that. Make sure you follow us there. Follow us on TikTok for social media content. And Trev, man, how was your Super Bowl? How was the experience for you as we dive into this recap here?
It was good, man. Just chilled at the house, watched it, was camping my squares. I had like 3 different points in the fourth quarter where I could have won, and I didn't. That was going to be tattoo money right there. So, a little disappointed, But,
Yeah.
hey, I think our prediction, low-key, was like pretty similar to how the game ended up shaking out. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of points that we won on. But the national anthem, did we both go over
I think
or
you
under?
went. I think you went under, and it was like a second over.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Charlie
Yeah.
Puth was cutting the edge right there of that
And
time.
by the way, that was a great national anthem. That was fire.
That shot when they transition up to the flyover,
Dude,
and then back down to him. Oh,
dude, he did that beautifully. I mean, like, that was great. In my opinion, I was like, damn, dude, this is like, I'm feeling it right now. Like, this is
that's
fire.
probably like the second best national anthem since that Chris Stapleton one a couple years ago against Chiefs Eagles. But also, I won the Gate. Did you pick the same Gatorade color as me?
I went opposite of you. I was stuck between yellow and blue, and you went yellow. So I was like, I'll go blue. And then they gave that
I was
shot
so
of
hyped,
mixing them
bro.
up.
When I'm mixing it,
And,
I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, I
you
picked
texted me
that."
right away. They haven't poured it yet. They haven't poured it yet.
And then, dude, another big thing was when we were texting, and you're like, "I have 400. I'm about to win $400 if they score another point." And then that touchdown run that got pulled back on the hold. Oh my gosh!
I needed them to kick a field goal, and I see him run. I was like, all right, your field goal range, you can go down, 4th down. He just keeps going. I'm like, you, like, bro, what are we stat padding now? Like, what are we doing?
Wait, you needed a field goal? I thought you took. What did you need that for?
I need because like the squares. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Oh, you needed the field goal to get the square.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had like some like the worst numbers possible, but for that game, it was like 2 and 7 or whatever, 2 and 3, something like that. And going into it, I was like, I'm not gonna win. And then I was like, oh, they kick a field goal right here. It'll be 32-13 or whatever, and I'll get it. And then the hand off to Kenneth Walker, I was like, all right, go down, go down. And he keeps going. I was like, bro, you're gonna get MVP. Relax. Go down, keep the field goal. Let me get my money, bro. I'm gonna get tatted up, dude. Come on.
Hey, that dude just had to hold hold on that play. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a couple of Hawks fans that I know. Shout out Jesse. Shout out Denton. Shout out my boy Luke, who won $480 on the Kenneth Walker MVP pick.
Dang.
Yeah. He also posted a dope clip on his Instagram. He was in Vegas. This Pats fan got tackled into the pool. Absolutely hilarious clip, bro. All-time clip.
No way.
I might have to go back and screen record it before it goes away. But shout out those guys, my Seahawks fans that I know. Let's dive into this game. It was interesting. It was very interesting, especially in we'll start with the first half. No touchdowns in the first half. I think it was 6-0 at the half. Neither team really did anything offensively. Seahawks were able to get down into field goal range, and then the Pats defense clutched up, forcing the field goals. I guess, just your thoughts on the first half. I don't know. You can kind of take it wherever you want to go as we start this breakdown.
I mean, a lot of people are gonna say like this Super Bowl was boring, because there wasn't a whole lot of offense. I thought it was actually pretty good. Like I
I
know it
agree.
wasn't a close game, but we saw a really good defense in New England, and they shut down the Seattle for the most part. I mean, they forced them to 4 field goals through 3 quarters, and then we saw a great defense from Seattle put Drake May in this offense in a box. I mean, they couldn't do anything. I think at like one point they had like 6 out of their last 7 drives that were all 3-and-outs. Like that was just it was great to see. I love good defense. That wasn't a bad offensive game. That was just two defenses going
Yeah.
at it, and I was entertained, to be honest. Like I didn't have a dog in the fight, so I thought it was a pretty good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there was a point in the game, like, okay, we picked Seattle, so I wanted them to win, obviously. And my friend there was a Seahawks fan, but there was a point in the game where I'm like, bro, can New England like score a touchdown and I don't know, make it close? Because at that point it was like
Yeah,
something to 0. And it's like, okay, I want them to score a touchdown because the game's still in reach if they score. It's still a 1-score game. And I think it was 12-0 at the time. And I was like, okay, we score here, or Pats score here, it's 7-12. Like, that's interesting going into the rest of the second half. And they didn't. Um, I think you're right. The points about the defense, bro, these defenses played good. And specifically Seattle's did. Obviously, they won the game. And we mentioned it, like that left side of the O-line for the Patriots with Will Campbell, man, that dude is seeing it on the internet today. I have seen so many memes. This dude's about to work at Amazon with the performance he had
yeah.
last night. It was not his
Ain't nothing
best
wrong
work.
with that.
Yeah, exactly. He has given up tons of sacks during the year. Drake May got sacked a bunch during the postseason, and it didn't help that he got sacked 6 times in that Super Bowl game. Just going against a great defense. I mean, like we said on that preview, like this is the best defense they've played all year, and it showed. That Seattle defense just had an absolute field day against New England, and then like you said, the Patriots played good too. They kind of limited that Seattle offense. I mean, besides Kenneth Walker's 135 rushing yards, Seattle couldn't really do much offensively.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's what we talked about in our pregame show. Like the pass game for Seattle was really going to have to show up because of the secondary, and like the secondary for New England was on locks. Christian Gonzalez
Yeah,
had probably the best game of his life. He
he
had
had
that
great
one
plays.
almost a pick on the
Yeah,
goal line. I don't. It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game because the offense couldn't do anything. It would have been with a really long field, but regardless, like they couldn't really air the ball out at all.
yeah.
I think JSN and Cooper Kupp had less than like 60 yards, maybe something like that combined.
Mhm.
Um, and it was like, can they shut down Kenneth Walker? They couldn't. I mean,
No,
that's the only thing Seattle had going all night, and that's what we talked about. Like we're not worried about the pass game. Yes, you have the threats, but can you shut down Kenneth Walker? And they showed like they could not whatsoever.
do you remember who did you pick for Super Bowl MVP? Was it Walker?
I should have. As much as I talked about him, I should have. I picked JSN. I was like, in that second half, he's going to show up. Like, they're going to be so worried about him that they're going to just sack the box.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, he was
Do you remember who I picked?
locked
I
up.
don't remember who I picked.
I think you picked JSN. Or, sorry, I think you picked Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I wish I picked Kenneth Walker because he played incredible. 27 carries, 135 yards. Could have had a touchdown at one point, but he played great. Like we mentioned, like he's kind of been the key to their offense, one of the keys to their offense, and he really stepped up. This whole postseason, he's been balling, and then especially after they lose Charbonnet tearing his ACL, I think it was against the Niners that they lost him. He comes out in the Super Bowl and just it's New England could not stop him. And as good as their defense is, that line and that secondary, like we mentioned, like they weren't able to stop Kenneth Walker, and they didn't have an answer for him. Which that's the biggest thing. Like Kenneth Walker got them into position to where okay, Sam Darnold didn't have his best game. 18 or 19 of 38, had some throws that were pretty far behind a lot of his targets, like just bad throws. But Kenneth Walker got them into field goal range for Jason Myers to go 5 for 5 from the field goal range. He could have won Super Bowl MVP right there. I mean, with the performance he had. in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that, and that's cool and all, but it's like they only got there because of Kenneth Walker. I mean, let's all be for real here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he would have been booting some like 60-yard field goals, okay, we
Yeah.
can. That's a discussion, and he should have won it. But he was making, I won't say chip shots. Some of them were,
Yeah.
um, but for a kicker in the NFL, he should be making those, and it was all due to Kenneth Walker. Like he deserved that without a doubt. I remember I texted you. I was like, "Who's gonna win it?" And then I remembered. I was like, "Oh yeah, Kenneth Walker has like over 100 yards. Like it's gonna be
Yeah.
him, no doubt." One of my friends texted me. He's in my fantasy league. He had Kenneth Walker this year, and he was mad all year because they get to the red zone and they give it to Charbonnet. He's
Yeah.
like, I hate that Zach Charbonnet guy. He's like, all of a sudden, Kenneth Walker wants to go in there and ball out. When I had him on my fantasy team, he was trash.
Yeah, I mean, that's really how it's been all year. They just beat Charbonnet at the goal line. I think another thing, like during the game, we were mentioning, me and my buddies were like, okay, who's going to win MVP, right? Like Jason Myers, who knows? Kenneth Walker. But also, Devon Witherspoon had himself a freaking game. He had a sack as a corner, a pass deflection, 3 quarterback hits. He was putting pressure on Drake Maye. They were sending out him on these, the corner blitzes just to attack New England, and he was able to get to Drake Maye and really force a tough time for that guy. And same thing with Eman Wari. Same thing. The ability for the secondary, the corners and the safeties to get at Drake Maye was something that I don't think they were expecting. I think they were probably expecting that D line and the edge rushers to come in and blitz, and really they didn't blitz much. It was just the secondary coming at Drake Maye, and Witherspoon. Dude, you go back and watch this. He got there quick on some of these plays.
Yeah, I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him. Where he came in off the corner and he rushed like the 2-gap, essentially, and he just went and he like dipped and ripped on that guard, and the guard just like he missed him completely because he's not used to that kind of speed.
No.
And I was like, dude, that move was insane. He just went, heh, heh, and then got to Drake Maye. I was like, dude, that's like the secondary blitzes that they're throwing out was great to see. I mean, that was some elite play calling. I don't know who their DC is, but Seattle's got to watch out because next year that.
Well, you know who's calling these? You know who's calling these defensive plays is Mike McDonald.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He's calling these plays, which is insane.
Yeah, he's a great defensive mind then because, gosh, they had New England fooled all game. I mean, 7 sacks in a game. They couldn't get anything going at any point. It was like at no point in that game were you ever saying like, okay, New England was in it, but it's never like it's because their offense, can do something here to get them to score. Their defense is really the only thing because Seattle's defense was just banging them down all game long.
Yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, like New England couldn't do anything offensively the whole game. They went 8 straight drives with a punt in that game. It was until the fourth quarter when they started finally getting momentum, and at that point it was too late. They score that touchdown. Drake Maye throws 2 touchdowns in that game as well as 2 picks, but those touchdowns were too late to really mean anything. And then at that point, Seattle's just in prime position to win the game. I think, look, you look at the Patriots offense, it's like they couldn't get the running game going. A total of 79 yards rushing on only 18 carries with Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. Like Drake Maye was their leading rusher. And it's like you have 2 backs and you're not even feeding them. I think they got away from the run too early, especially being down at, in the first half, you're down 6-0. It's like we just need a touchdown and we have the lead. So we're abandoning the run for whatever reason. We're forcing Drake Maye with a weak left side of the offensive line to make plays against a defense that is locking up these Patriots receivers. It just, like, New England's offense really didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, and I kind of get it. I get what Vrabel was trying to do. He's trying to keep confidence in his young quarterback. Like, hey, we're not giving up on you.
Yeah.
But just because you're trying to run the ball more doesn't mean you're giving up on them. It's like we're still in reach of this game. Let's try to mix something up. Let's keep pounding it on the ground, and then we'll open it up. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they abandoned it way too quickly, and he looked uncomfortable in the pocket. Like he wasn't setting his
He did.
feet. He was getting rid of the ball too early, and I think it was maybe his last pick when he was trying to throw it deep down the field. I mean, that was a terrible ball.
Yeah,
That
super
was
underthrown.
so behind. Yeah. So I actually had a question for you, and because I
Yeah.
saw this on First Take today,
Mhm.
which First Take, come on, we gotta.
Step it up.
Yeah, that ever since Stephen A and Skip left, ain't been the same, bruh. But anyways, is New England going into next year? We're talking 2026.
Yeah.
Is New England a top, we'll say, 6 team in the AFC?
In the AFC. All right.
In the AFC.
Okay. So I think I can go. I'll say Buffalo. I'll say Jacksonville. I'll say Denver. I'll say Baltimore. That's 4. I want to say Kansas City. I don't think the Steelers. I don't think the Bengals. Not the Browns. Not the definitely not the Raiders. Whatever. I have the Chargers, the Pats, Houston. Houston's up there. There's a possible. I think they're probably on the edge or right outside of that 6th spot. Like they're either the 6th best team in the AFC or they're like 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there.
All right. Do you think New England makes playoffs next year?
Ooh. I would love to see their schedule. I think yes. I think they will. You don't think
Really?
they will, huh? You think they're going to
No.
miss the playoffs?
I think they're gonna miss the playoffs, and I'll pull up their opponents here in a sec. But I'll break down the teams that are better than them, that I think are gonna be better than them. Obviously, injuries and everything,
Yeah,
we'll have to wait and see. But going by division, the Bills, and then we go to the AFC North, Ravens. I will take the Bengals. They have a healthy Joe
really.
Burrow. I think they have a chance. Um, I don't think the Steelers. Then you go to the South, Jacksonville, Houston, Indy, possibly. They
Maybe.
looked like they were the best team the first half of the season. And then,
Holy crap, they got
Daniel
a
Jones
tough
got hurt.
schedule.
Yeah. And
Oh my
then
god.
you go to the AFC West, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. I don't think they're better than any of those teams. And this year, New England has to play a first place schedule. They're not going to have a cupcake schedule this year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is actually a tough schedule for them. I mean, Bears, Lions, Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks, Jags, all on the road. And then at home, like besides their divisional opponents, I mean, Steelers, Vikings, Packers, Broncos. That's a
They
tough
could,
schedule right there.
bro, they could have a losing record next year. And I wouldn't be surprised.
See, I think that's a good point, especially when you look at like who they played this year and the record they had, and then when they play against a really good team in Seattle, how they played. I I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see what they do in the offseason. I think a second year under Vrabel, third year with Drake Maye, second year with this staff. I still think they can be a competitive team. And we'll see what they do in the offseason. But I mean, that is a tough schedule. And when you look at who they played this year compared to who they play next year, it's like, yeah, that's a night and day difference. I mean, you're playing from the worst teams in the league to the best. And it's a matter of, are you going to, can you prove that you're that good of a team? I will say, I agree. I think the Patriots, not only did they play like a cupcake schedule this year, which obviously they don't decide that, but, oh my gosh, what was my point? But you saw that like when they played against really good teams, like, oh, okay, no. I think that this year for them, like looking at the AFC with no Mahomes making it, no Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen being an early exit or a second round exit, it's like, and then going against a backup Stidham, it's like they kind of had a route that was like favorable to them. And then they get to the point where they play against a dominant Seattle team where it's like it's unlucky. So they could have made it to a point. They made it to the Super Bowl possibly too early, and they might not ever make it again with this team and just the foundation of it. I think Drake Maye is going to be great, but the performance he had yesterday is not, not a confidence builder for me in terms of my outlook for them next year.
No, not at all. And they need to move Will Campbell to guard. He's not a
Yeah.
tackle in this league.
No.
He's not big enough. Like, he's not a tackle. He was getting bullied all night long. And I just looked this up right now. New England has the 12th most cap space in the NFL, but it's only 33 mil. Like, if you look at Seattle, they have 74. They had the 5th most. So Seattle's going to be a dominant team for years to come. They can re-sign Kenneth Walker, who's going to get a bag after that performance. He's going to say, give me my money.
He deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, New England, 33 mil, that's not a lot in the NFL. I mean, that's like one or two guys, like really good guys, if we think about it. And they're a lot more than that from making a repeat with that schedule this year.
Yeah, and I would say, like, the good thing that they have going for them is they have the coach and the quarterback. So it's just everything around that. I think they got to upgrade the receivers. They got to upgrade the offensive line a little bit more. And Drake Maye just has to start playing better. Because, like, when you look at the playoff run in total for Drake Maye, like, he didn't play that good throughout the playoffs. Like, he got lucked out by his defense. He got lucked out. CJ Stroud throwing 4 interceptions. The Chargers forgetting how to play offense. The Broncos having Jarrett Stidham and then a blizzard coming. It's like he got lucked out a lot. And if he's going to ascend, he has to start playing better in the postseason. He played great in the regular season. That's why he almost won an MVP. But in the playoffs, he didn't play good. And you could tell, I think, especially in this game against the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, you could just tell, like, he doesn't look comfortable. He looks like, a second-year quarterback, first time in the playoffs. Like, that's what he looked like.
Yeah, and I think the hype, it was too early, and I think that's going to hinder him, like, especially this offseason. Everyone's going to be like, well, everyone thought you were a top 5 quarterback. We need to stop judging dudes so quickly. We did the same thing with CJ Stroud. His rookie year, everyone was talking about how he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Let's give these dudes time, okay? Yeah. We can't base it off of 1 year. Everyone is so quick to judge after 1 year, either this dude sucks or this dude is elite. It takes years to build that. What I'm looking for, shoot, I can't think of
credibility, or I don't know, resume.
Yes,
credibility.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Either one of those is better than what I just said. But it takes years in this league to establish what kind of player you are.
Yeah,
and like, we're so quick to judge off of 1 year if a dude is good or not. Like, we need to chill out. Like, give it 3 or 4 years before we decide, okay, this dude is not going to make it in this league, or this dude is one of the top guys in the NFL right now.
A question I have for you is Cooper Kupp, 2-time Super Bowl champion now. He obviously won that Super Bowl MVP with the Rams, had the greatest wide receiver season of all time in that same season. Is he a Hall of Famer in your mind, just based off of his career? We were looking at the numbers. I looked yesterday. So he only has 2 1,000-yard seasons, one of them almost 2,000 yards, 1,900. And then that playoff resume speaks for itself. But do you think when it's all said and done, Cooper Kupp makes it into the Hall?
So you're asking, do I think he's a Hall of Fame receiver, or will he? Because those are two different answers.
Well, I'm guessing you have 2 different answers, so you could just go from
personally, I don't think so. Personally.
Okay.
A couple good years, great years, we'll say, doesn't make you a Hall of Famer. Now, will he get in? Probably. He has 2 rings. He has Super Bowl MVP, all of that, but he had 3 good years, guys, and that's a Hall of Famer in your eyes? I don't know. And I don't think so, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I mean, when it comes to, like, longevity, I mean, I think he only has, like, 8,000 career yards when I looked the other day, or last night, because we were talking about this, and I know you're going to like this. One of my buddies was trying to comp Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is a Hall of Famer. Just, like, his numbers, his longevity is
no doubt
higher. Obviously, Kupp has more accolades, but Cooper Kupp only has 1 Pro Bowl, 1 All-Pro. And it's like 1 Pro Bowl, 1 All-Pro, 2 Super Bowls, and a Super Bowl MVP. Like, those are great accolades to have, but like we mentioned, his longevity. He's only had, 2 or 3 good seasons. I think he's kind of similar to, in terms of resume, maybe. And if I'm saying something stupid, let me know. But Julian Edelman, like Edelman, has a Super Bowl MVP, has a couple of rings, played on that Patriots team, but was, and I'll have to look, but like what, how much different is their compared resume between those two?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking it up right now. Julian Edelman only has 3,000-yard years. Looking at it
Yeah,
right
so I
now.
mean they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, and like, I don't really think you can judge besides quarterback, and even then, I don't really like doing this. But for Super Bowls, that's a team thing. Like Super Bowls should
Mm-hmm.
not be counted towards is he a Hall of Famer or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can see
I
that.
get
Yeah.
it. I kind of get it for quarterback, but there's so much that goes into it. It's the quarterback doesn't win you a game, doesn't win you the Super Bowl. There's so many factors that go into it. I like did this dude perform? Was he, you know, a huge piece of his team? Obviously Edelman was, but if you look at his stats, eh, nothing crazy. Keenan Allen, no doubt, 6 years, over 1,000 yards. In like he was banged up a lot too,
Yeah.
but he's undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. But I don't think Cooper Cup is. I mean, it took him a long time to catch his stride. He had the Triple Crown year, but outside of that, that's not a Hall of Fame career in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean I definitely think it's an interesting argument or topic to discuss between, the Cooper Cup and his Hall of Fame chances. Man, there was another question I wanted to ask or talk about. Totally blanked on it because I was getting notifications. We got some guys commenting on a
Yeah, I
post a few
saw
minutes.
those too. Yeah, it's funny seeing Pomer and Nudo go back and forth in the comments.
The game is going to come down to me and you. Let's just be real.
Yeah, honestly, it's gonna come down to me. Can I guard the paint? Because all you got to do is just feed him the ball, bro. Low key.
I'm about to be
You,
point guard of the year, John
yeah,
Stockton.
you're gonna be like Chris Paul. All right, assist king. Okay, like you're gonna have 0 points, 15 assists.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all you got to do.
All right. In terms of, or getting back to the game, man, there was a really good question I wanted to ask, and I completely forgot it. Damn, that's unfortunate. Where do you want to go from here? You go ahead.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
You and I kind of talked about this, but let's get it on record here. MVP voting. All right. There's a lot of controversy this past weekend.
Yeah,
Matthew
somebody needs to lose a
Stafford.
vote.
I knew
One
you were
guy
going to say that.
specifically.
Shut your mouth. 24 votes for Matthew Stafford, 23
Yep.
for Drake Maye, 2 go to Josh Allen, 1 by the ultimate ball knower went to Justin Herbert. What are your thoughts on that? And I'll give mine in a second. We all know where I'm going to go, but let's get you first.
All right. Yes, Justin Herbert had a great season behind a bad offensive line and played really
Wrap it
good.
up. Okay, great point. Now
and carried your team to the playoffs. That does not make him deserving of a first place MVP vote. It's just not. The MVP this year was 100% between Stafford and Maye, and the fact that dude decided, yeah, Justin Herbert deserves a first place vote over those two guys is crazy. Yeah, Herbert carried the team to the playoffs with nothing on the offensive line. I get that, but Matthew Stafford and Drake Maye, I would say just more Matthew Stafford because I think Stafford was the MVP. But Stafford, what he did this year with, at his age, with the injuries going into the year, bro almost missed time because of his back injury and played the whole year. And I think the team around him is really, really good. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo has that kind of year that Stafford had. I don't think he takes this Rams team as far as they did.
So you kept making the point. of it's between Drake Maye and Matthew Stafford. Now, I agree with Matthew Stafford. He should have won. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But can you make an argument on why Drake Maye should have been number 2 without just saying, well, those are the top 2 guys that everybody was saying? Because that's what you kept saying. It's between these 2. So why do you think it was just those 2?
I mean, the improvement from year 1 to year 2 to be able.
So we're basing it's not the most improved player award; it's the most valuable player award.
Yeah, and him not on the chart, on the Patriots. I mean, you put in Josh Dobbs or Tommy DeVito, like this team's not winning 14 games. Like he played really good during the regular season.
He was a first-round pick. He should be doing that. We can't just bring in backup quarterbacks as an argument. They're backup for a reason. You can say that about any team. Yeah,
but Drake Maye had a better overall season than Justin Herbert. I don't think that's ridiculous to say.
In what way?
In what he did with his team and with the offense. And look, Herbert had no line. That's facts. I'm not going to disprove say that's not the case, but Drake Maye, I just don't think Herbert was deserving of to be in that conversation.
Did we not just say the Patriots have the easiest schedule and the easiest road to the Super Bowl? And now you're saying he did all this because he played Pop Warner. That's why. See, these arguments don't make sense. See, this podcast, we keep it real, all right? No other podcast is going to keep it real. We keep it real right here on Booth Talk.
Hold on, I got to pull up some numbers, bro.
See, now we're going back to the stats. We talked about this. I don't like just the stats guy. All right.
Oh, there's obviously the stats. They can lie, but they also don't.
They 100% lie.
I just think you got to look at the body of work, bro. The body of work. Drake Maye was more consistent throughout the year. He played better against worse competition, sure. I wouldn't disagree with you on that. I mean, dang, the year that these guys had was pretty crazy, but
okay. Is Drake Maye doing as well as Justin Herbert is on the Chargers? If you put Drake Maye on the Chargers and you put Justin Herbert on the Patriots,
you're not gonna like my answer. I think the answer is yes.
You're ridiculous.
Drake Maye is a good quarterback. And him on the Chargers with no offensive line, but I think he still has.
We just saw what happened in the Super Bowl
season.
We just saw what happened in the Super Bowl. Bro couldn't do anything. Justin Herbert had a broken left hand.
The Chargers glaze is going crazy, bro.
Were you just about to say we have better weapons?
Yeah.
Are we dead rash right now? Are we dead rash?
What do you would you rather have the Patriots offensive weapons or the Chargers offensive weapons? I think it's an obvious answer.
Equal. I'm saying they're equal. Yes, 100%.
Equal.
They're 100% equal. Bro, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs. Who are you taking right now?
Between those two, Stephon Diggs.
Thank you. Hunter Henry or Gadsden? Gadsden's good.
Gadsden.
But it's his rookie year. We just got over saying this. We can't just use off of 1 year. Okay, Hunter Henry's been a very reliable target. All right. Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson. Keep in mind, Armarion Hampton missed like 8 or 9 games this year. So we had a 6th-round pick in at running back. See, you got nothing to say. I'm leaving you speechless. We keep it real over here.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so what would your MVP voting be if you had votes? Who would be your top 3 MVP finishers?
Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, probably Allen. Drake Maye wouldn't be up there. Yeah.
I would go.
Drake Maye wouldn't be a thought.
I would go Matthew Stafford, Christian McCaffrey.
But I said Christian McCaffrey.
He deserved them. He had a great year.
Are we dead rash? Bro.
He literally was the Niners team.
and Herbert wasn't the Chargers team?
This is turning into a Herbert show, bro. I'm just saying I would rather give it to McCaffrey, based on bro McCaffrey. Like the Niners went through a lot of crap this year, and okay, yeah, so did the Chargers. But I'd give it to McCaffrey before I give it to Justin Herbert.
Bro, he had 1,200 yards. He had 1,200 yards.
He had a good year.
Can we look? Timeout. Let's look. I don't think it's the last running back to win MVP, but let's just
Adrian
talk
Peterson?
about this. I'm not talking about him. I figured he had won it. But let's talk about a running back who 100% did deserve MVP. 1,800 yards and 31 touchdowns. Is that MVP year to you?
Yes.
Okay, that was LaDainian Tomlinson, by the way.
Who won?
So you're saying LT?
Oh, he won the MVP that year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns is an MVP year?
I'm saying he deserves to be in the conversation because he is the most valuable player to that team. I just don't understand the Justin Herbert one, bro. Like,
is it most valuable player to their team or in the league?
I think that's the age-old question.
It's in the league. It's
well, yeah, but also, I mean, some people look at it as most valuable player in the league, but also to their team. I don't know.
Sure, and that's true to an extent.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Herbert. I think everyone just saw it. I left Connor speechless. Hit the silly. Locked him up.
Sure thing. Catching me off guard, bro. Catching me off guard.
Hey, you know me. You know I was gonna come prepared. Come on now.
Bro's ready to defend his Pookie Herbert, bro.
My Pookie Bear.
Hey, just wait, bro. Just another first round exit.
Bro, I know the Raider fan ain't talking, bro.
I only I picked a better team.
me too, bro. But here we are. I gotta do it. All right. I was born into this, so now I gotta defend it.
That's true.
That's how it is. My kids are gonna do the same thing.
I mean, we already know who's gonna get a playoff win. Next it's gonna be Mendoza before Herbert wins a playoff game.
Dude, shut up. Y'all aren't making the playoffs next year.
Not next year, but y'all ain't winning a playoff game next year either. So.
Okay. Watch this. We're going to be talking February 15th, 2027. Super Bowl recap. Chargers win the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert, league MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
Delusion is loud.
It's not delusion. It's factual.
Coping.
I'm not coping. Hey, it's a new year. 2025 season ended last night. All right, we're talking about 2026 now, brother. Chargers to the bowl.
Way too early, and I had a hard time thinking of this. Super Bowl pick, Super Bowl 61, 2 teams.
Well, if we go based off the logo, it's Seattle, Kansas City.
Bro, I saw people saying Bears, Dolphins. I was like, you're stupid, bro.
I don't get where people get Dolphins from. I kept seeing that too. I was like, that's clearly Seattle. It's that dark blue and that like teal color. That's Seattle all the way.
Well, the teal kind of looked like the Dolphins, but
I get, but it just mashed up on that navy blue.
On, bro. The Dolphins ain't making no playoffs.
They don't even have a quarterback right now, bro. They're trying to get rid of theirs.
Yeah. I would say kind of tough. I'm just going to I don't like this pick, but I'll say the Chiefs and it's in LA. Give me the Rams.
Chargers, Rams, Chargers, Seahawks. Chargers or anybody. Give us anybody, bro.
We have realistic Raiders fan, delusional Chargers fan.
We were just in the playoffs. How am I delusional? We have the, what is it? Fourth most cap space. We got 82 mil, bro.
Number 2.
Yeah, but you guys need everything. We need a couple things. You guys need everything.
Well, we're gonna sign all the offensive linemen that you're after. So
we're getting Tyler Linderbaum. Connor doesn't even know what that is.
I know who he is.
Who?
Tyler Linderbaum.
What team does he play for?
I don't remember.
What team does he play
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I straight up know who he is, bro. I'll be playing Madden. Don't worry.
You know what position he plays?
Offensive line.
Which spot? There's 5 spots.
Guard.
Wrong. Clip it. Connor doesn't know ball.
Oh my
Connor
gosh.
doesn't know ball.
Oh my gosh. This is not a good look, guys. I swear I knew who he is. I do.
He's the Ravens center. He's the Ravens center.
Mm.
Future Chargers center. Top 5 center in the league, Connor. Come on. Get your ball knowledge up.
All right.
I think that just proved it. This episode just proved who knows more ball. Okay.
I don't know about that. Comment down below who knows more ball. In a upcoming episode, we have a great discussion for you guys. We won't get into this one because it is not related to the Super Bowl, but it is about 2020. Me and Trev had a interesting conversation.
Oh yeah. I was like,
so
what are you talking about?
We'll get to that one maybe in another episode or on Instagram. Anything else you want to talk about in from this game or going forward, off season? I don't know.
I think we can save it for future episodes. We gotta keep our topics going for these next couple of months.
Yeah, I can't run out of
ideas. Gonna be a rough couple of ones. Yeah, but 2020 we should talk about on Thursday. That 2021.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the Thursday episode. Also, I don't know if you have any topics you want us to go over. Comment down below in the comments or on Instagram. We're also, as the off season rolls around, not only for the NFL, we'll start getting into the draft, start doing mock drafts, things like that. And then baseball is rolling around soon. WBC, MLB season, March Madness. No more football content as much. I mean, off-season talk, but we'll get into the other sports. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Please comment, man. The comment section's so empty. I know you guys are watching. You got something to say, say it. Follow us on Instagram, booth_talk_, and on TikTok. Everything's in the description. Follow us individually on Instagram in the description as well. And stay tuned. We'll be out with another episode on Friday. And it's been another good one. We'll see y'all later.